and welcome to this quick tutorial on Google Data Studio. Today we'll be using the hypothetical situation that a business is trying to figure out how to create an interactive dashboard that is functional when changing the dates the viewer is interested in within a Google Analytics sample. So to begin, simply go to any web browser at the top, type in datastudio.google.com. Then once signed in, you'll see there are many different features offered with Data Studio. We're going to focus on creating a dashboard with the reports feature. There are 3 ways to create a new report, such as clicking here where it says blank or at the blue circle in the bottom right hand corner. But before doing so, make sure you have reports selected here on the left. There are some templates Google provides for us, but we're going to go ahead and ignore those and focus on creating this from scratch. So once you create the new report, the first thing you'll notice here on the right, it says select data source. If you have your own information, you can create a new data source, but for this, we'll go ahead and use the sample Google Analytics data. So click that and then add it to your report. So once added, a few things will change. On the left, we now have our canvas. This is where we'll construct our actual report and change it the way we want it to look. On the right, we have the layout and theme for our report, but none of this is really necessary to the video. The only thing I'll change is from landscape to portrait, so it looks a little bit more like a traditional report you may see online. Some quick other things to note. In the top right hand corner, we have this view edit button, so that we can see what your report looks like as you add changes to it. And then the ribbon at the top has different tables and charts and other aspects you can add to a report depending on what you need to know or what you need to display. So the main problem we're focused on today is creating some type of ribbon or header or something within this dashboard that allows the users to look at a specific time period to see how the data changes within that time period. So for the sake of this, we'll say that the piece of information that we're looking to see how it changes in that time period is new users. So to put that information in the report, we'll go ahead and add a scorecard. The scorecard is just a unique snapshot of whatever metric you're interested in, and the metric for us being new users. So I'll go to Insert and select Scorecard, and just drag that across the report anywhere I want it. So once you add it, by default, it will go to Sessions. And over here on the right, we have Data and Style that allows us to change the information and kind of the look of the scorecard. So I'll drag it down here in the middle, and then I'll change our metric to new users, because that's what I said we were interested in. So I'll select new users, and then as you'll see over here on the canvas, it changes accordingly. So you'll see, so for, the default date range we have for this metric is the last 28 days. We do have some leeway in changing that, as we can look like the last previous year. And we can see that new users have gone down 23.8%. But we're interested in a specific time period. So what we can do is add a date range that allows us to see how new users changes within the time period that we're interested in. So I'll change this to none. And then I'll go ahead and insert this date range into a header at the top of the page. This is the main focus. So we'll go to Insert. There isn't an option for a header. You're going to have to create your own. So I'm going to select Rectangle, draw a rectangle here at the top. You go ahead and change that color to black, something more subtle, and then insert text here on the left. And I'll go ahead and, once I do that, I'll change the font color to white. Size. I'll say date range here at the top. Oop. Okay. Then once that's added, so the main focus is we want to see how new users change within a certain time period. So we'll go to Insert, and what we're looking for is date range. So once we select that, we'll go ahead and add it to the header, and we'll select our range. So say the piece of information we're interested in is seeing how new users have changed from September 1st of this year to October 1st of this year. We're able to select that date range and apply it, and then as you'll see, new users and all the information in the report will change accordingly to the information within the date range that we see. So we'll be able to see that 49,650 new users were within the time period that we were interested in. I hope this was able to help with the problem that we mentioned before, and that concludes everything I have to say.